Hey guys, welcome back to another Wheaties Wednesday. We've decided to up the ante this week. We're going to go with 10 rolls. Seeing that the 4 rolls, 5 rolls, 6 rolls have not helped us. We've been stuck in the 40s, 50s. You'll notice here that I've added the P by to for something that I missed. But let's get into it. All right, guys, roll number 1. Maybe we've turned the corner. We started off with 5 steals. We never get steals. 54 still seems to be a little elusive. But we did get a 25 and a 27S. So this one was a nice roll. Great roll 1. Let's get into roll 2. Roll 2. Guess we just need to let them age a little bit, because this one, while we're missing the 43s we had from the last roll, we did get a 54 this time. We also got a 36 and a 29S. So we're not stuck in the 40s and 50s anymore, which I'm pretty excited about. So hopefully our 10 roll here will keep providing. Let's get into roll 3. All right, guys, roll number 3, still providing. We ended up with 8 steals that time, and one of them was an S. It's our first mint mark in a while on the steals. Still a lot of 40s and 50s, but we did get a 1916 and a 1928. We're still missing those greens and yellows, which are the key dates and the semi-key dates. Hoping to fill one of those covers here, with one of these rolls here. So wish me luck, and I'll be back after the next roll. Roll 4, trying to bring us back to reality, but we're not having it. We did mostly 40s and 50s. We did get one 39S, but we're not going to let it get to us. We got 6 rolls left. Pretty happy with the first 3. This is the first one that's getting a little stinky on us, but we did get a 39, so can't complain. So we'll get into the next roll, and hopefully it converts back to more like the first 3 that we had. See you after the next roll. I told you we weren't having any of that. Next roll, roll 5. Got another steal cent. Still these elusive 54s for some reason. Not sure what's going on there. We did get a couple of 39s. We got a 1914. Unfortunately, it was just a filly. It was not our D or S, which is a key date or a semi-key date, but I'll take it. And a 1917. This one's really light, but it's a 1917D. I put it under my scope. You can just barely see the D down there. Whoa. Right, oops, bad lighting. Try to do this through the camera, there we go. Right here's the D. So, pretty stoked about that roll. 2 teens, can't complain. So, let's get into roll 6. Roll 6 is done, and it's still providing. We got a super dirty 1920. We got a 25, we got a 34, 35, 37. All of those are P's. I got another dirty 41. But you'll notice that the stack here in the 40s and 50s is reducing, and we're starting to move up the board, which is super exciting. We're still missing those highlighted boxes though. So, can these guys do it? I hope so. Let's get into the next roll. Pretty crazy. Roll 7. Got some more steals. Got 2 teens this time. And actually got a semi-key date. This thing is toasty though. 1915. It looks like someone had this maybe glued to a book. When I first looked at it, depending on which way you turn it, it almost looked like it was stuck to an Indian head. But I think it was just glued to an album at some point. Not quite sure why, because this thing is corroded and beat up. But I don't have a 15, so I will take it. We also got another 1916. This one has a D as well. Much better D than the last one we picked up today. So that's a twinsy for the group so far. Still a bunch of 40s and 50s, but stoked we got 2 teens. Got some more 43s as well. So hopefully this box keeps giving. Love to get a yellow highlighted one though. So let's see if those last 3 rolls can do that for us. Be back with the next roll. Roll 8. Where were these rolls last week? We've been in the 40s and 50s. Every single roll so far has produced something better than that today, which is amazing. Got our first semi-key date, 1913P. It's not in the best shape, but again, I don't have any of these, so I'll take it. I also got a 1919 for the first time. It's fairly common, but I don't have it, so I'll take it. And then still a bunch of 40s and 50s as usual and expected. Did get a 54 this time. But get on to the last rolls here. Roll number 9. Bring us back to reality a little bit. Mostly 40s, 50s. Did get a couple of 39s. Did get a 43 steel penny, but missing the top of the board this time. How sad. We've got 1 roll left. Hopefully we can spice this thing up again. Alrighty guys, last roll, roll 10. Tried to skunk me, but snuck out a 36. P at the very end. Did not have the double die, but overall I'm pretty happy with this hunt. I'm going to gather up and do a summary for you guys. Be back soon. Alright guys, here's the wrap up of our 10 roll hunt. The format at the end here is a little different than normal. Obviously with 10 rolls I could not stack up the 40s and 50s like I normally do to show you kind of which one produced most, but nothing new. I mean, most of them were in the 44, 45, 46 area with large stacks again in the 55 through 58. As far as the 56s are concerned, I did have this. It did not have the D over shadow D, which I spelled wrong on my sheet. But on this one, if you look at it under the scope here, the D is super close to the 9. So I'm going to keep that one. The D over shadow D has the D lifted like that, but I don't see anything down there below for a shadow D, but it's super close to that 9, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to just keep it aside because that just looks different to me for some reason. We had 1 foreign in the 10 rolls, which is less than what we've been finding when we've been doing 4, 5, 6 roll hunts. So that was nice to only get 1 foreign. And when I say foreign, I mean it's a Lincoln Memorial instead of a Wheatie. We had a 34, a 35. We had a couple of 36s. We had a 37. We had 4 39s. We had a super toasty, this is almost black, 20S. Didn't have the 21, 22, 23, 24. We ended up with a couple of 25s. You'll see that we were on both sides of some semi-key dates here. But again, I don't have any of these low-end Wheaties, so I'll take what I can get. We got a 27, 28, 29. Those were all S's. And then in the teens, you'll see these are all pretty slick, but like I said, I don't have any up in this area, so I'll take what I can get for now. but we got a 13. We got a 14. The 14 is a key date for the D and this and semi for the S. This was a P, but again, a teen is a teen. We had our this again wasn't a semi date. This was our really toasty. This is like corroded, beat up. Come on, focus for us here. But it was a D for the 15. We had a couple of 16s, the twinsies. We had a 17 and then a 19. Still missing that row right there, but hey, that's a low mintage. I'm happy. I was super happy with this this hunt compared to the 4 and 6 rolls we've been doing, where we've just been piling on the 40s and 50s. It was amazing to get into the teens. I appreciate you guys taking the journey with me. I think the next Wheatie Wednesday will be probably another 10 rolls. I'm going to let them marinate over there in their box. I hope the week that I gave them between last week and this week produced those teens maybe. Who knows? One can only hope, right? So thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to spend a moment with me today. And happy hunting. I'll see you guys again next week.